Imagine walking into the iconic Santiago Bernabéu stadium, expecting to see Arsenal's latest star striker. But as the team sheets are read out, you do a double take. The name leading Arsenal's line isn't Thierry Henry, nor Gabriel Jesus, nor even Kai Havertz. It's Mikel Merino. If you haven't followed football closely this season, you'd never have guessed it. Yet here we are, watching a midfielder, yes, a midfielder, reinvent Arsenal's attack on football's biggest stage. Now, let's rewind. In a recent interview, Merino himself smiled and said, "I'm not a player like Thierry Henry. And really, who is? After all, Henry scored in every single match he played at the Bernabéu, whether in Arsenal red or Barcelona's Blaugrana. But Marino's story isn't about being the next Henry. It's about a team, a manager, and a player all adapting under pressure and thriving in the most unexpected ways. Arsenal's season was rocked by injuries up front. Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus sidelined, and the usual options suddenly unavailable. Mikel Arteta had a dilemma. In the search for solutions, he turned to Merino, a player originally brought in to fill the left 8 midfield role, Schalke's old spot. Merino, known for his physicality, pressing, and aerial dominance, was hardly a conventional striker. But necessity, as Plato once said, is the mother of invention. Merino isn't a striker who dazzles with solo runs from the halfway line like Henry. His game is about movement, chemistry, and occupying space. As Merino himself put it, playing as a striker isn't so different in principle from other positions. It's about finding space, building chemistry, and pressing relentlessly. And pressing is what he does best, whether as a midfielder or, now, as Arsenal's makeshift attacker. In the first leg against Real Madrid, Merino pressed 41 times. For context, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappé, two of the world's most dangerous attackers, managed just 12 between them. Against Fulham, Merino pressed an astonishing 45 times. He's redefining what it means to lead the line, not just by scoring, but by setting the tone with relentless energy. Of course, goals matter, and Merino has delivered. If Arsenal had signed a new striker in January who scored 7 goals in 10 games, the fans would call it a brilliant signing. Yet Merino's contribution goes beyond the scoresheet. He drops deep, creates space for others, and plays as a false 9, allowing Arsenal's other attackers to shine. In the Champions League, after stepping up as a striker, he's even outscored the likes of Harry Kane, Rafinha, and Lautaro Martinez. Arteta's vision is clear. He loves universal players, those who can adapt and thrive in different roles. Just look at Miles Lewis-Skelly, a midfielder now breaking through as a fullback. Arteta's Arsenal isn't about rigid positions, it's about flexibility, intelligence, and teamwork. Merino, brought in for his physical presence in midfield, discovered his best contributions come closer to the opponent's goal. Against Real Madrid, Merino not only scored a crucial goal in the first leg, where Declan Rice's free kicks stole the headlines, but in the second leg, he assisted both Arsenal goals. Suddenly, the experiment became a revelation. This midfielder, with the soul of a striker, has kept Arsenal's attack alive. Merino was never meant to play as a striker. He hadn't since he was 9 years old. Even he was surprised to read about it in the press. But when the team needed him most, he stepped up, proving that sometimes the best solutions are the least expected. Mikel Merino is not Thierry Henry. But in a season where Arsenal had to reinvent themselves, he's been a revelation. Pressing, creating, and yes, scoring, when the moment called for it. Football, at its heart, is about adapting, overcoming, and finding heroes in the most unexpected places.